So our journalists, some of our media houses, they are part of our problem. You understand? We all know. We can never deny the fact.
You want to pretend there's no war. There's
I'm
a
not
war
pretending.
on.
I'm only saying there
A
are
lot
good
of
people
you
in every
journalists are
tribe.
part of the problem. Who don't want to address the truth. A war on. Why are you saying you're not pretending? People are being killed everywhere. You're saying there's no war. What do you mean you're not pretending? You are. You are part of the problem in this country. Allow us to speak the truth so that people will know what's going on. People in the Benue cannot go to farm. People in Plateau cannot stay in their house. Those who are responsible for the war simply want to turn Nigeria into a settler colonial entity. And that's what's going on. You don't see that. You're seeing the politics. Forget about the politics. There is a real problem in the country. People are not sleeping at night. Even in daytime, our farmers cannot go to farms. I have food security problems. Why? The Fulani war across West Africa has finally bettered in Nigeria, and you don't want me to talk about it. Who are you afraid of? Who will hear it and we will die? It's the problem the country has gone wrong because a lot of you keep quiet. I'm aware of this. Please, when we have a problem like this serious national security issue, we must speak to it. Pretend it doesn't exist. It does exist.
Sometimes these people they don't post or announce what is really happening. Yes, let me put it that way. They don't post or announce what is really happening in a certain area. And many people they have come out to say that these people have been compromised, they have been paid, you understand, to hide some certain things in the society, and that is the fact. How do I know this? When VDM went to Benue State, if you guys still remember what happened there, that massacre that happened there, you understand, and you know, after VDM went there and VDM posted everything, including our big bloggers, they could not repost. They could not post what really happened in Benue when VDM went there until the writers started reposting and where many Nigerians started reposting. That was when the government now got to know before they started taking action. You understand? The action said, me, I not even know the action they take in regards to that incident that happened then in Benue. You understand? So these people they are not helping matters. Let's be factual. Let's be factual. Let's be sincere. Let's say it the way it is. Sometimes most of the information that I get, you understand, online, I get it from bloggers, good bloggers, but somehow what is limiting me is because I don't want to be quick in posting. So I'll just withdraw back and check if other persons, you understand, or other news outlets will post that certain news before I will not come out and say something in regards to that. That is what I do. You understand? That's what I do. I know of many good bloggers that are posting back to back. I've been seeing them. I'm following them. I don't want to call their names, but we know number one is VDM, the Rate Presido. You understand? The Rate Presido. So they'll be posting back to back. I always see it in their platform before the media house will not carry it, will not start saying it. All this stuff. So that's just it. In a war zone, the journalists, you understand, the media house, they are the first to appear in the scene. Maybe something happened in a certain place, you understand. It is the journalists that must be the first to appear in that place, though they will be guided, well protected, you understand, to be in that place and report the scene, what really happened. But nowadays, everybody they fear. Everybody they fear, they cover their heads, because of the situation of the country. So on the other side, we cannot still blame them because I think they are working under regulation. They are being compromised. The owner of all these media houses, they belong to one political party or the other. So affiliation, you understand, tribal bigotry everywhere. All these things must be put into factor. That is why you see some of them they are not reporting what they ought to report in the society. So that is the problem we are facing. You understand? That is the problem. That is the problem. But at least, on the other hand, they should be the first to report any casualty, any event, or anything that is happening in the country. They ought to be the first before any other bloggers will now start, copy from it and start reposting. You understand? But in our situation right now in this country, our media houses don't post on time. You understand? I know maybe somehow they are trying to verify, but you see, some of our big bloggers, good Nigerians, good people, not so those bloggers that do collect money from politicians. So we have good bloggers. I know them in the social media platform, so I'll be following them. Like this English Alaji, that guy is trying in posting informations. You understand? That guy is really trying. Sometimes I'll be wondering where that guy is getting all this information. At the end of the day, you see, media house will now repost that same thing that the guy said. So I just look at it and say, man, where this guy getting information from? I applaud this guy. I applaud the guy very much, very well. You understand? So that is just it. So our media houses, they are part of the problem because they are not posting what they ought to post, and they are not giving us the accurate, information, things that are happening in different society, in different states. You understand? If not for the satellites that the whites, Donald Trump, congressmen, as in feast on the hair, they won't have know how these people were big kid in Benue Plateau, reported by this Reverend Father Ezekiel Dachumo. You understand? So they placed satellite on her that have been monitoring all these things. So there's nothing we tell them. You understand? If you like go and say all the lies in the world to them, they will not answer you because they know. They know. So our media house, they should help us in giving us accurate information, sending it the way it is, and be fast in sending information. That will help us. You understand? That will help us to be security conscious in our individual ways, in our community or society. You understand? So that is just it. That's just it. All right.